What we're celebrating today is happiness.
Happiness. You passed
Love.
into Series 7.
Yes. And your options being in the money.
Well, it's a good day.
It's a great day.
It's a great
It's a great day.
Going on, Answer Squad? It is your boy James here,
And it is your girl, Melissa.
and we are
The Answers Uncut.
So today we have a very, very interesting and semi-controversial topic:
This is a juicy topic.
separate versus
Joint bank accounts
in a relationship. So we're gonna discuss and give you guys some of our opinions, what we do as a couple, and you guys can drop in the comments as well.
Do you guys have a joint bank account with your partner, or do you guys have separate, or do you guys have both? Just a disclaimer before we get into anything. Make sure you guys stop what you're doing and make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Subscribe below.
Stop creeping. We want a long-term commitment relationship with you guys. So make sure you guys subscribe and make sure your bell notifications are cut on. That way, whenever we drop content, you're the first to be notified.
Don't forget to like the video as well.
Absolutely. Give it 2 thumbs up.
Alright guys, so separate versus joint bank accounts. We're going to give you guys our perspective on how we feel about it. I'll start first with my perspective. So I feel like, every relationship is different. And when it comes to your partner, it all comes down to trust. Some relationships, you may have a partner that's, financially irresponsible, and you may have one that's more responsible. And I feel like in that case, you guys should have a separate bank account, but have one joint together, so that you guys are able to kind of practice and, kind of build that trust, financially, to where you guys can, be able to know and understand, and help each other with finances.
Yeah. And just a disclaimer, we know couples that have been married for years.
Yeah.
And they have everything separate.
Yeah.
And we also know couples that have been married for years that keep everything together.
Yeah.
With me and James, personally, we do a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
We have a couple accounts together, and then he has separate accounts. And I also have separate accounts. And the good thing about us is we are so transparent with one another that he knows and has access to my separate accounts and vice versa.
Yeah. And this transparency is key. Also, one key thing is, not having all your eggs in one basket. We have several different accounts, savings accounts, checking accounts, joint saving accounts, investment accounts. So, it's key to also understand where we are financially for us. I kind of always like to relay things back to fitness in a sense of, if you have a goal financially, you have to know where you are with your partner financially, so that you guys can achieve that goal. If somebody's trying to lose weight, you gotta know how much you weigh first. If you're trying to lose weight or gain weight, so financially, even if you have separate accounts, you have to know at least how much your partner has or how much you have, so that you guys can both head towards that goal in the right direction.
So what do you do when you have a guy or a gal that's making 6 figures and the other partner is making, let's say, 40,000?
So that's an interesting scenario for you.
At that point, is it still appropriate for you guys to have joint accounts, or should you guys remain separate? Drop in the comments below. I'm just curious as to what Answer Squad, how you guys feel about that.
Yeah.
Do you guys need to have joint accounts if you guys are making around the same salary? Or does it change things when your partner makes substantially more than you?
Yeah. So I feel like that is a question that, couples are gonna end up dealing with. In a relationship, there's never, the same. There's ups and downs. One partner may end up, losing a job, losing the income. One partner may end up making more than the other. So it's never a consistency of the same amount of money. But in the case where one makes more than the other, it comes down to trust.
Yes.
And it comes down to what are your goals? And if the partner that's not making enough tends to want to just spend off of the one that makes a lot, you know, you have those that kind of just leech off your partner. Well, my partner makes all the money. If that works for you, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you both have financial goals, then it's critical for you to pick it up. Because what if that partner that's making all the money ends up losing their job or losing their source of income? Then what? Both of y'all are financially like down. So, you know, you got to make sure that you guys are on the same page when it comes to that.
So just another disclaimer, there is no right or wrong answer to this. You have to figure out what's best for you and your partner. It works really good for us because we spend money on a lot of the same things. So I personally think that it's important for you guys to have a joint account. That way, when you guys are, let's say you guys are buying furniture together, you guys are buying, you know, giving money to the parents together or traveling together, it's pertinent or easier or more convenient to be able to spend that money that's already in that joint shared account, as opposed to be like, oh, you go half and I'm gonna send you the money, or you go half and you pay for it and then I'll send you half of the money. It's just a way to be able to build with your partner. And I feel that I think people should probably even do this before they get married, because
that's
a lot of marriages fail due to communication revolving around finances. So if you're already practicing partnership and working together in regards to financing and saving together, then it just makes the transition from engagement to marriage a whole lot
easier. She definitely, you know, hit a very important point. You know, you got to know who you're dealing with financially, because if y'all are financially not equally yoked, meaning that you guys have two different money blueprints. And I explained what a money blueprint is in one of our previous videos on how to save $1,000 in 30 days. Check that out. So if you guys both don't have the same money blueprint, one partner may be used to just spending more than they have. And then you may be used to, you know, saving. And that will cause that rift because that's just a habit of theirs. They grew up, you know, doing it or seeing somebody do it. And you grew up differently. So it's good to understand what you're getting yourself into with your partner. And y'all are able to at least work through some of those issues. It's not a deal breaker because people can change habits. So
and if you are dealing with a partner that has bad spending habits, please make sure you are subscribed to our channel, because we talk about that in a previous episode on how to deal with a partner that has bad spending habits. It's so important. But like you said, it is important for you guys to have joint accounts, or at least just to be really transparent with finances before marriage, because you may be able to uproot a lot of those bad habits.
And you could help that person become more financially independent and more financially responsible. And you know, that's just a win-win for y'all, because two people, what's better, one billionaire? Two? Hey. Especially when they're from the same hue as you. Hey.
Wait, what?
I had to spit the Jay-Z.
Baby, I don't know what that was. What?
That was the rest of the words from when they the same hue as you, the same.
Oh, I got it. You know, I'm a little slow. Baby, this wine is getting to me. We're gonna have to cut this episode a little short. I'm a lightweight.
Goodness. So, y'all, this, you know, make sure, you know, in a relationship as a couple, you guys are discussing finances, setting financial goals, making sure that you guys have that financial stability, because the last thing you want to be doing is arguing about finances in a relationship. And I would say, you know, in our relationship, we've had a couple spats about finances, but I feel like we're now at a place where we're both kind of, you know where we want to go, and we kind of understand each other. So
you're so sexy.
And that's the wine talking, y'all. That's the wine. That's the wine.
No, it's not. It's not the wine. You always sexy. But you know why I think that we work so good together financially is because we've been able to lift each other up in terms of our financial mindset. James will literally put, I just put $1,000 on stocks. I was like, what? $1,000? And now that now that we have kind of levied up and you've allowed me to grow, you know, in terms of my financial mindset. Now I'm a financial advisor, I'm a real estate agent, and you, a very aggressive investor. Now it's like, oh, $1,000, baby, buy some options. You understand what I'm saying? Put more money, you know, because right now we're young. And, you know, our joint accounts, our separate accounts, we have a common understanding as to how we both value money. Another thing I want to point out is it's okay to have separate accounts. It's perfectly fine. And I think that it's important when you are engaged and married to be able to have a little money to yourself. You know, when you want to do your little late night shopping, or you want to buy something a little, you know, that you don't want him to see the receipt.
A surprise or something.
You want to be able to make sure that he doesn't have access to it to ruin the surprise. Even I know when you're playing like birthday parties and stuff like that, you know, you want to keep a secret. And another thing is, another thing is you want to be able to not lose yourself. It's important that when you are in a relationship to maintain some type of sense of identity,
individuality.
Oh, you put the nail on the head.
Individually connected. So, you know,
say it again, baby.
Individually connected. Connected. You are, yo. So I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you don't want to lose yourself in a relationship. You still want to be able to be yourself and embrace your partner for who they are. Help them grow financially. Help them grow mentally. And it's just a win-win, you know. It's just a win-win. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in today. Don't forget to comment whether you're separate or team joint or both. So guys, don't forget to subscribe below. And until next time, we are the Answers Uncut. I'm good.
It's been a long week and it's just Monday. Why you telling my business? Why you telling my... Well, I get a little twisted, you know what I'm saying? I be trying to get twisted like a pretzel.